It is a gorgeous night for girls lacrosse here in Rogers as the Royals host the Armstrong Cooper Wings. Rogers 2-2 out of the gate. Armstrong Cooper 2-1. And I don't know if you're going to have a better night for lacrosse. Steve Thompson, Bruce Franz. We've had rain. We've had a ton of wind so far this April. But weather, no excuse tonight, Bruce.
This is a gorgeous day. Field is just filled with sunshine. Everyone's in maybe a light jacket. Doesn't seem like the wind's going to affect us at all, and just blue skies. It's going to be a great Northwest Suburban Conference matchup here.
And two very evenly matched teams.
They have been matched up pretty evenly for the last couple of years. They both ended up kind of the middle of the pack of the Northwest Suburban last year. The Royals were 6-6, 7th place in the conference. Armstrong was 7-5. They were 6th. So again, really close. Their last meeting last year, April 25th, Armstrong won that one 13-6.
All right, and you see the teams warming up, and let's talk a little bit about the top scorers we're going to see for Armstrong Cooper. Katie Poloni, just a sophomore, 13 goals already in just 3 games. Very impressive start for her.
Yep. And then last year, Poloni had 21 goals, so she's on a pace to probably top that definitely this year.
Yeah, great start. And then for Rogers, 4 games in, Lauren Barnacola Jr., 12 goals and 4 assists. So those are the players really watching up front. Then, of course, goaltending. And our friend Dan Ficken always says goaltending's a bigger part than you think because the save percentage of 60% is considered very good in lacrosse. And if you can get good goaltending, a huge advantage.
And I know Dan always kind of harps on that during his broadcast, too, and I'll fail a little bit on that one, not knowing their current save percentages, but he's exactly right. That's a tough position to be in there. So we'll see what kind of goaltending we get tonight.
Yeah, and we look forward to it. Armstrong Cooper on the road at Rogers on a gorgeous night. Stay tuned. We have it for you coming up here on CCX.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
It is girls lacrosse, Northwest Suburban style, and we got a good one. 2 evenly matched teams. Armstrong Cooper on the road at Rogers. The Wings and the Royals. Of course, the Wings in red. They'll be defending the goal down to our left. The Royals in their home whites. They'll be defending the goal down to our right. And I mentioned right at the top, Bruce, we don't have to worry about any wind. It should be a non-factor in the game tonight. We haven't said that a lot in April. And I saw, weather-wise, it's one of the windiest Aprils on record, and I believe it.
Yeah, last week there was a lot of wind, and it did make a difference in the game. So like you said, Steve, that beautiful night for lacrosse.
And we are underway. The opening face-off, battle for control, and it's controlled by the Wings. Frutel grabs it and begins her run up the middle of the field in the goal down to our right. Madeline Tyndale normally plays JV. She's a senior in net tonight because our regular goalie, Isabel Herman, on vacation, not available. Her save percentage, very good one at .535, but she is not available. Once again, Tyndale in the goal for Rogers as the Wings get it set up.
Steve, kind of interesting here to see the Wings just really settling in. I was curious to know what kind of pace game we would have here if they come out, strike right away.
We got to move to the front and a goal just like that. Nice step into the middle. And the opening goal, Storley gets her 4th of the year for Armstrong Cooper. And that was just a good move right in front and went down low.
Well, as they brought the ball down on that right side and then went to X, she kind of snuck in that left side there. I don't know if the D was just kind of sitting back a little bit too far on that. Was able to put that one down on the ground and just sneak it by her.
And a very effective play. And There it is on replay. No chance for the goalie Tyndale to get that one. And when you shoot right at the feet, that's a tough save opportunity.
That's a really tough one, especially with these turf fields. That ball seems to pick up a little speed, too. And she also took a couple hits on that one and, kept the ball in the cross the whole time. And it looks like we've got Rogers in their first possession here.
And Lauer, 2 goals on the year, comes down the field, gives it up, and a quick goal there. And I think that is Peterson, and it is Peterson. You called her out before we went on the air. Look out for her. She had a big year a year ago and gets her first goal right there to tie it up.
Yeah, last year she had 18 goals, so maybe a little quiet in the first part of the season here, but I think she's one that we need to watch this game and going on further into the season with 18 goals last year.
Assist to Lauer, and that was a pretty assist indeed. So 2 goals in the first minute, and we are tied at 1. The assist goes to Lauer. Lauer gave it up to Peterson, and she cashed it in, and we are tied at 1. So a fast start here on the fast service in Rogers.
And for the Royals, that was 2 nice passes there. Kind of get it right to the center, and again, Royals have the ball.
And they come right back at it. Rogers on the move, and they're going to get set up, and that is Lauer who had the assist on that goal. Unofficial assist, but fair enough to give her. Good move into the middle, and we have a foul out there on the edge. I think this one will be at the 8-meter. I think this, right on the edge of the 8-meter.
She'll have a free space to shoot there.
And here's a chance for the Rogers Royals. Well defended by the Hawks. Or the Wings, excuse me. There's a save.
Tried that backhand shot there, and, the Wings did a great job defending that and pushing her out.
Barnacle, the leading scorer. Good move into the middle. There's a dodge, and I think she's going to get a free position at the 8.
Yep.
Right in the middle.
Yeah, speed is a real key factor, I think, in the girls' lacrosse game. Use that to your advantage is huge.
All right, here's Barnacle, 12 goals, 4 assists. The goalie, Ranshaw. She'll power her way in, go upstairs and score, and Rogers has 2 in a row, and they lead it 2-1.
And you notice how quick she just got off on that one there. And the Wings just couldn't defend that once she gets out front. She turned the burners on that one, went high, corner. Beautiful shot.
That comes 2:15 into quarter number 1. Of course, a change to quarters for the girls. I think a good move.
I think it's a good move, too. And it's been talked about for years, kind of running the same, setup as the boys do with the quarters. Well, this year will be, I think, key for the Wings to get a possession off this draw. They got that first one right away. It's 2-1, keep this thing within reach.
Out there is Bridget O'Brien for Rogers on this all-important draw. Huge part of the game, boys and girls.
It is.
I mean, this is as much about momentum as anything in the game.
And, not to compare it too much to hockey, but, a face-off win. Anytime you can control and have possession, you are in control.
Here's O'Brien, a good run, finally turned away by the Wings. And now they work to the outside and Strombeck. And now Strombeck's going to trot into the middle and give it up. And that is Eliasson. Eliasson now works to the right, looks for a cutter in the middle, just on the outside of the 8.
There's some good cutters on that one.
And that one scooped up by the Wings. Good defensive play by the Wings, and they'll come back the other way, and they begin their run. They have numbers. And now they get it out on the edge, and here's Poloni.
And that's another thing to keep under control is just the turnovers, whether it's forced or unforced. Again, time of possession, I think, is huge in the game. Slow it down at times. See how they're going to set up their D. And you can see the Wings are very patient, it seems like, it's setting up.
They're going to work it around once again. JV goalie Tyndale. They get to the front. We have a violation, a shot and a goal anyway.
Yep. That goal will be good.
Anderson ties it up.
And if you notice, as she sat out there, the rest of the Wings, that off-ball movement is huge, too, that they can kind of pull out the defenders, opened up that center for Anderson there. It was a great shot. She could see that. As you can see, that was just wide open. She just had to get around the one defender, then decided to kind of go to mid-range far side, and it was a good goal.
And her 9th of the year, coming in 8 goals, 1 assist. So Anderson ties it up. So we've had some fireworks early.
And that was a great response by Armstrong there. Got a 2-2 game. Keep it close.
O'Brien again for Rogers on that face-off. Going head-to-head with Doty. Still a ground ball controlled by the Wings.
But that's one I think the Royals probably should have had. They should have fought a little bit harder for that one there.
They get it back to the middle. Goal scorer Anderson. Anderson begins her run up the middle of the field. And they're going to set it up. See if they change their strategy. They get it right into the middle. Here's another chance, a shot, and another goal. And that was Gergen. Gergen for the Wings, and they grabbed the lead back 3-2.
You know, as you're saying there, Steve, it looked like they were going to kind of set up the perimeter and that. She saw that opening in the center, made a quick kind of juke dive there, and here we go again. So she saw that was open. Defender did a nice job keeping the cross out there, but once she got kind of past that point, she could fit it in that side.
And it's set up here by the run by Anderson. Gives it up, and then the rest done by Gergen.
Well, look at that, like we talked about just a couple minutes ago, you know, for Armstrong just to kind of get back in this thing and put 2 of them on the board here right away.
So these teams putting goals on the board. 5 already, 4 minutes into the game. Right back at it goes Rogers. They get it to the front. We're going to get another free position at the 8. And it's another big opportunity for Rogers, and that's Strombeck.
You know, a little bit of contact there, and that's what they had to do at that point to try and keep her out. She was going to turn that corner and get a free shot. Well, this is up to the goalie now.
She lets it fly. It was partially blocked, picked up by Rogers. Strombeck giving chase again. That one may have popped out of the stick if she let it fly.
I think it did. You know, and that's a unique thing about the girls' cross compared to the boys. It's a shallower pocket, so it's tougher to shoot. It's tougher to cradle.
That's why they do those stick checks before the game. Rogers right back at it, shot side of the net. Ground ball batted just wide. Boy, that was a heads-up play. And that was Strombeck again on the side of the net, who sent it just wide. And now the Wings are going to get it.
Yeah, you don't see that too often, but that is a heads-up play to be able to just kind of bat that thing in, just like you get a hockey stick.
Good pressure by Rogers. As they work it around, now they get it to the goalie. Dangerous play. And now Avery Ranshaw, the goalie. By the way, 2-1 on the year, 12.62 goals against. Save percentage of .441. The Wings are 2-1, stolen away. That is Hike. Hike gets it down low. There's a fight for it, some pushing and shoving. And this is a big call here.
Well, it almost looked like it was a pretty clean check on the stick, but again, this year, both boys and girls, they're really watching anything up around the neck and the head area, even if it's inadvertent and not intentional.
So they're going to move this out to the 12-meter fan. And I think they're going to finally get everybody set. So that's out at the 12. And this is Peterson. Peterson has a goal. First goal of the game for Rogers. Ooh. They get it in front. Good feed. Strombeck put it on the ground. And now the Wings come out of there. But Rogers really pressuring. They're not letting Armstrong Cooper get a run at all.
And I like that play. She was just sitting right on the side of the goalie there. And if it could have got a clean catch on that one, that could have been a goal. But I like the play.
Olgren has it. She's going to carry it to the X behind the net, try and get around the front, put it down low, gets it wide. And Rogers had a player deep, so the Royals here on their home field down by 1. Coming up on 5 to go in the quarter.
And Rogers had good movement on that one, off-ball movement, drawing the defenders out to open that up for coming around.
They get it to the front. That's blocked. And it's going to go to Ranshaw, the goalie. Avery Ranshaw has it. Ooh, and she gives it up right in front. Turnover stolen away by Rogers. He's been very aggressive defensively trying to get it back. And Ranshaw got it back. Huge break.
Yeah, that was a huge one. That not what the coach likes to see on a break out there. But that one went off the head. That had to hurt a little bit.
That hit Peyton Strombeck in the back of the head. She'll be okay. And now the Wings trying to get out of their own end, but you've really got to appreciate, Bruce, the pressure Rogers is putting on in the attack zone.
Yeah, it is really good at this point, and that's going to be a turning point now that they're down a goal. They need to turn that tide right now.
Wings try to get it to midfield. They reverse. Good ball movement there.
Oh, nice move.
And now they get it into the attack area, and now they can get it set up. Katie Poloni. Poloni already has a goal in the game. Or excuse me, does not have a goal in the game, but Poloni has 13 coming in, so they've kept her off the board. And now Rogers takes it away. Goal line extended. They get it to their goalie, and Tyndale has it. Tyndale has someone right in her face. She gets it out on the ground in the middle. I think it's going to be a turnover. Is Rogers going to get it back? Yeah, Tyndale's going to get it back.
Yeah, I think they're calling a little interference. I like that the Wings were pressuring there. Goalie can get flustered, obviously, at that point. Uh-oh.
And that's stolen away by the Wings. Behind the net, Anderson. She goes to the front and scores.
Oh, that was pure determination there that she wasn't going to let them have that one back. You know, putting the pressure on by herself.
That's our first goal in a while. We got 3:28 remaining in the quarter. Her second of the game, Anderson. She seems pretty pleased, and why not?
Goalie set that one down for the midi to come take that, and she just put the pressure on. Realized that the goalie was tight to that one side, went high. Beautiful placement on the shot, too.
Yeah, she just wasn't going to be denied. Terrific move. Not much a goalie can do there.
It is tough to react when they're that close, too. The goalie's trying to see the big picture, too, and it's tough to defend that one.
She has 10 on the year, 2 tonight in the game. Wings win the face-off, and they're going to begin their move the other way. Mickelberg moves it forward. It's the 9th grader, 2 goals. Mickelberg. And now Durjay. And now it's Anderson as they get it to the outside. Poloni has it, their leading scorer. Poloni, they clear it out. Goes one-on-one into the middle, gets bumped, and then let it fly. What a shot by Katie Poloni. And the Wings have a 5-2 lead. That was terrific.
Well, and Katie does have a great shot. I was watching pregame there, too. I couldn't believe the speed of the shots that she gets off there.
They just let her go one-on-one. They kind of cleared it out. You see that in the NBA a little bit.
Yep.
She took advantage.
And got a little extra support there, but kind of had a misstep and wasn't able to keep up with her. But kind of interesting how, you know, momentum's changed here, as we were just talking a little while ago. You know, that Armstrong was down one. They need to keep it within reason. They got that goal, and boom, you look at it now, and they're up 5-2.
And for Poloni, 14th of the year, Rogers wins the draw. They come back the other way, get it to the front, but they can't take a shot. And that's a big difference, boys game, girls game. She didn't have a clear pass. She gets in front, tries to go down low, and that was a good move by Justa Zolgren. She has 7 goals, 1 assist coming into the game.
I really like that when they understand that they don't have to force it, and that it just wasn't a good shot at that point, and she came back around on the second one, you know, kind of a backhand that went wide.
Wings get back at it, and they get it set up on the outside.
Well, this is important for, you know, the Royals to put up a good D here. Ooh.
They get it to Poloni. Poloni into the middle. She's going to get a free position. Look out.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the ref saw on that one there. I kind of missed it, but
Rogers took a 2-1 lead, 4 in a row at the moment for the Armstrong Cooper Wings, and Poloni goes to the middle, gets a shot away, and scores again. Another dart.
Did you notice how she went in fast, then just kind of backtracked a little bit, went to the side, and it was wide open for her to take that shot. You know, it was obviously way inside the 8-meter mark. But as she took off, she went in, just kind of pulled back, went wide of that defender, and was able to put the shot in.
And she was able to take a legal shot.
Yes.
Just to elude that defender, and that was beautiful. So Poloni, a quiet start, and certainly picked it up with 2 in a row And now Armstrong Cooper has scored 5 straight. They've extended their lead to 6-2 late in quarter number 1. Rogers wins the draw, and they're going to pick up that ground ball and move forward. Here's Moyer. 5 goals, 1 assist. Moyer gets to the front, goes in on net, got bumped. She's going to get a free position. I think we're going to get a yellow.
Yeah. That was a nice move. I mean, she ducked underneath that one. It's kind of tough as you're defending that one, that you obviously got the stick up high trying to get to her cross, but she's going to get a free shot here.
And Mackenzie Moyer, a junior, right in the middle. Rogers really needs a goal right now. She steps in.
Hit the post.
Hit the post. Goal's got to end somewhere. It draws iron, and they get back at it. Willenbring gives it up. And now they set it up on the outside, and this is Holgren. They get it down low, trying to find room, sending it wide with Stromback. Rogers is going to hang on. Clock continues to move under 1 minute in the quarter, as you can see. But the Royals really need a goal. They were feeling pretty good about themselves, up 2-1, but been all wings on the scoring front. They get to the front. That shot goes. That's good.
Yeah.
Good goal, Stromback. Good move to the front.
Yeah, they needed that one there. They need a little confidence. They need to pick me up here. Got 33 seconds left. I wasn't sure if they were going to feel like they're pressured to try and get something in before the end of the first quarter here, but she turned on the speed, came around.
That was actually Olgren. Yep.
Went low on that one. That was a nice shot.
So Olgren gets the goal, make it 6-3.
It'll be huge for Royals right now to win this draw here. They need a little more confidence.
They still have time. Whoever wins that draw to go down there and get a goal. And Rogers is going to hang on to it. They put it on the ground, get it back. That's Lauer. Lauer's going to hang on to it. She got double teamed over there. She'll try and spin out of that.
That's where using your feet really helps too.
She's going to move it forward. Still time. They get it into the middle, stepping to the front, trying to get a shot away. It goes wide. That was Barnacle, their leading scorer. Rogers gets it right back. Seconds remaining in the quarter. And the Wings are going to get it back. Armstrong Cooper. They're going to get that back.
So the quarter ended there. I'm assuming that Armstrong, I'm not sure how they call that one, if Armstrong will get the ball at the start of the second quarter. It almost seemed like ref had signaled like a kind of a charge in a way. She was tight in traffic there.
Well, a big quarter there for Briella Anderson. You see, she has 2 goals for the Wings, 2 goals for Katie Poloni. But Rogers gets a huge goal late in that first. Armstrong Cooper leading Rogers 6-3. Quarter number 2 coming up here on the CCX. Quarter number 2 coming up. Girls Lacrosse, Northwest Suburban. Thanks so much for joining us. Steve Thompson, Bruce Franz, and our great CCX crew. And what a good quarter for Armstrong Cooper. They scored 5 goals in a row, but Rogers got a key goal at the end of the quarter. That was a big deal, Bruce.
That was big, and we've really seen it change back and forth a couple times. It looked like it was going to go one direction right away and then kind of settled down. We had a time there we didn't have a goal for quite a while, and then the Wings just kind of turned it on, but that last goal was key for Rogers.
So Armstrong Cooper head coach Emily Wojcik has to be pretty pleased with it. But here comes Rogers off that face-off, and we've got another violation. We've seen a ton of that, and we've already seen our fair share of those free positions at the 8-meter line. Goalies hate that.
Yeah, and it appears that most of those are just like an interference call, so it isn't a too bad of a penalty, but it's a free shot.
And here's a free opportunity that goes wide of the net. That was Barnacle. She doesn't miss much.
No, she took a good swing after that. I think her right arm's kind of hurting her right at the moment.
Holgren with it on top. She had that big goal at the end of the quarter for Rogers to pull within 3. This is another huge possession for them.
Yep.
And then they get it inside. It gets by Barnacle. Wings pick it up. Goalie sends it out. That was Ranshaw. Ground ball opportunity controlled by the Wings. And beginning her run is Coe. And Coe's going to hang on to it near midfield. Double team comes. She needs some help. Yeah.
It was kind of the follow-through, I think, from defending, and got that on the forearm. And, the girls don't wear gloves or forearm or elbow protectors like the boys do.
There's Strombeck, and that's going to be at that 12-meter fan, so it's not as dire for the Wings, but Strombeck. Rogers, once again, very aggressive. If they lose possession in the attack zone, they're right back after it. That one goes all the way across too far. It may skip out of play. Willenberg trying to run it down. She did get to it. And now Rogers sets it up, down by 3.
Yeah, that was fortunate that didn't go out on them. That was kind of an errant pass. And, Rogers has got good cutters going through at the moment. Wings are playing a good defense.
There's Barnacle. They get it inside. And not able to get a shot away was Moyer. Right back into the middle at Lauer. And she got bumped, and I think Lauer's going to get a shot at the 8. And she will.
And that was Moyer, who didn't have a good shot, so she didn't take it, but she found someone trailing behind her there.
Here's Lauer as an assist, gets it across, back on the ground. There's a battle for it. And is the goalie going to be able to grab it? That's Ranshaw trying to get it.
Yep. Probably a little interference with the goalie. Armstrong should retain that one.
Moyer couldn't get to it. The Wings get it out of there and send it off to their right and try and move it forward. And they indeed move it forward. Frutel is going to carry it. And a good run for the Wings. Right back on the ground. Rogers trying to control at that 8-meter line. Still a scramble on the ground. So far, no scoring over 3 minutes into this quarter. We had a ton of it early.
Yeah.
5 goals in the first 4 minutes of this one. And now the Wings get it set up. Attacking that goal down to the left. The goalie down there, Madeline Tyndale.
And they're just going to slow the game down a little bit here. They get a 3-goal lead. Don't have to force it.
There's a shot. Tyndale may have got a piece of it. Wings hang on. Goal line extended.
Again, looking for the cutters coming through. Clearing it out so it's open for someone else.
They just work that perimeter.
Yeah.
Doty out on top. Now further to the outside. This is Poloni. Poloni begins her run. 2 goals already. Powers her way inside. Can't get a shot. Sends it right back into the middle.
And Poloni's so good on that isolation, too.
Yeah, they run plays where they, on the one goal, they just completely tried to clear it out.
Yeah.
Let her go one-on-one, and it paid dividends. Here's Doty. And an opportunity for Doty at the 8. Free position here. Steps, shoots, that goes wide. Trying to go down low. Not a bad strategy, but it did go wide.
Just barely.
Getting it to the front and scoring again. So else, Katie Poloni, her 3rd of the game. Or did we get a goal for Storley?
Storley.
Yeah, Storley stepped to the front. That was Storley. And for her, 2nd of the game, she had our opening goal.
And she was just kind of, hanging out by the side of the goal there. Coming in tight on the crease.
Yeah, Storley, a good move.
Yep.
Boy, a good spin. Got around the defender, Van Engen.
That was a good spin move there. Rogers needs to get control of this here.
Armstrong Cooper wins that all-important draw, and they go to work.
And again, I would think that Armstrong at this point doesn't have to feel rushed to get anything going. Start cutting through, see how the D is going to move with them, or if they're going to slide. They can draw them to one side, but they're keeping that center pretty open for the cutters.
Here's Storley again. Big save
Nice
there
save.
by Tyndale. She knocked it down. Save of the game right there, Bruce.
That was a great save. They needed that. They need a little confidence here.
Rogers gets a ground ball in the near corner. Armstrong Cooper pressuring. Wings get a turnover. Right back on the ground it goes. And the Wings are going to hang on to it.
Yeah, Armstrong put on good pressure on that one. You know, after a big save like that, you'd think maybe a little momentum might go to Rogers' way, but Armstrong wasn't going to let it happen.
Saw Storley a moment ago. A couple of goals tonight. 5 on the year. Wings right back at it into the middle. Off the crossbar that shot goes. And now the Royals pick it up. Try to clear it out of there. And the Wings dominate it. Right now, the Wings have really dominated possession. Over the halfway point of the quarter. Under 6 to go before halftime. They have the lone goal here in the quarter. They're trying to get it to the front. There's a shot and a goal.
Yeah,
And number 22, Brielle Anderson, her third of the game.
it was a good goal. There was a flag there that was delayed. Again, they're doing a slight little cross check on the arms, and the ref's not going to let that go if it gets too hard. But she kind of pushed through that one, got around, and got a very nice shot off.
Yeah, typically those turn into yellows in a hurry. We haven't seen anybody have to take a knee in this one. But Anderson having quite a game, coming in 8 goals. Now she's got 11 on the year. We mentioned 2 for Storley, and of course 2 for Poloni. So 8-3 lead for the Wings over the Royals here.
Well, again, possession's a big confidence builder, too. If you can control the ball, control the pace, that's big.
Wings grab it again, and they'll go to work. That was Mickelberg, picked it up, and now it's Doty. Doty swings it across, and they go to work.
Yeah, Mickelberg, just a freshman, already has 2 goals this year. The first, 3 games that they had.
Yeah, and good balance on this roster, Bruce. I mean, they've got a good mix of seniors, juniors, sophomores, some 9th graders playing.
And we did note earlier, that each team's got 3 to 4 seniors, so. Ooh.
And that's an own goal, I think. It deflected off.
It did.
By the goalie, Tyndale, and that's going to count for the Wings as they grab a 9-3 lead.
That was kind of a slow roller going in, just kind of bounced off of traffic.
All right. I think that goal there, Gergen would be her first. It's a move by Anderson. Terrific shot.
Yep. That was even after getting tagged with the stick.
And then the nearest wing to it was Gergen. That'll be her second of the year and first of the night. Actually, second of the night.
Yeah.
And one in quarter number 1, so.
Well, and as we were saying, each team with 3 to 4 seniors, then just kind of sprinkled with sophomores and juniors, and they've got some freshmen in there. So I think both programs have, a promising future, too.
All right, now the Wings dominating. They win another draw, gain control, and move it forward. They're going to get set up.
Again, slow it down a little bit, bring it back to the X position.
Anderson has 3.
Yeah.
That is Storley. Storley gets it into the middle. Cutter.
Nice
Poloni
save.
got robbed. Big save there by
Nice.
Tyndale. She's made 2 good saves here, Bruce.
Really good. And that one was in tight, too. That's quick reaction there. It was a great save.
Yeah, and a legit goal scorer, Poloni. And now coming back the other way is Olgren for Rogers. Olgren a good run, trying to get to the front. Can't get his shot away. Sent it down low near the net. That one deflected wide. Well, that was a nice feed down low.
Yeah, that looked like that was going to turn into something there really quick.
Here's that Tyndale save. Big time.
Yeah, they were going high for kind of the corner there, and she had the stick up nice and high and just batted that one away.
Wings are going to get it back. And this is Ranshaw.
Ooh, nice catch.
And that's Poloni with that catch, cutting across the middle. That was a good feed. Poloni on the run. The sophomore, couple of goals tonight, 15 on the year. Nice feed into the middle, another opportunity, another save by Tyndale. That hit her in the leg. It stayed out of the net.
That was a great play, great shot, and great save. You win on all of them.
She made a terrific save. And that cutter in the middle, Gergen looking for her third. Got a wicked shot away. And now the Wings power to the front. Anderson, she's going to get a free position, I believe.
Yep.
Now look at this. Going into the middle, that was Storley.
And that was off the leg, too. She's saying that I'll do it myself here. You know, goalie can be a tough position.
Scoob fighting for the ground ball for the Wings.
Nice battle. Clean.
And it's picked up out of there with Gergen. Gergen getting hounded by Hike. Wings are going to set it up over on the far side. That is Poloni, and they're going to clear it out. You can see the play.
Yep.
They're going to let Poloni go one-on-one. She moves into the middle, tries to spin, got bumped, loses the handle, and she's going to get a free position at the 8.
Well, that was Edison Allard on that defense on that, too. And, you know, she's pushing back. As you said, it was cleared out. She's kind of the lone defender at that point. Did a great job till she got some support.
Here's Poloni looking for her third of the game. Wings in command. That shot goes wide. Great look at that. And now Rogers is going to get it out. They're going to move it forward. That's Olgren. Olgren to run along the far sideline. And we're back in a spot where they really need a goal here late in this quarter. They've been held off the board in the second. That goes all the way in on Ranshaw. She'll get it out of there quickly. And somehow that made it all the way through, and the Wings come right back over midfield. They move it forward. Here's Doty. Doty on the side. He's going to slow it down and set it up out on top. This is Storley.
Yeah, Storley, just a sophomore, too.
She's had a good game so far. Looking for a cutter, trying to get to the front. Good defense by Rogers.
Nice defense there.
1 minute to go in the quarter. This is Scoob. And now that's Poloni. We'll see if they run that play again where they try and clear it out. I don't know if Rogers is going to bite on that.
A lot of movement, though. Good movement.
Poloni into the middle, gets bumped.
Good D.
Shovels it back outside. Gergen. Gergen trying her run. She's turned away.
They're trying to slight pick there.
That one goes just wide. Wings hang on. Still 20 seconds to go in the quarter.
And they
Now it's Anderson. Anderson, good move to the front. And she scores. Boy, she's got 4 tonight.
Well, she did that first turn as if she's going to shoot, kind of pulls it back, does the second one, and puts it in.
Anderson's 12th of the year right there with 8 seconds remaining in the quarter.
Yeah, once she got around, she kind of got up high so she could get that shot up and just put it in the side there.
Good move by Anderson, the senior. Came in 8 goals, 1 assist. She's got 4 in the books tonight.
You know, and just previous to that, too, Tyndale's done a great job with those last 3 big saves, too. You're hoping that's going to build a little confidence with the team and say, hey, we need to keep this under control and not let it get too far out.
Mickelberg for the Wings trying to win it and does ultimately control it. And they aren't going to be able to get a shot away as we are at halftime of tonight's Northwest Suburban Girls Lacrosse game. And Armstrong Cooper Wings in a good spot. They lead the Rogers Royals 10-3 here in Rogers. They played a very good half.
It was a good half. I'm really impressed with how the girls are keeping it fairly clean, too. I mean, we've had, a few whistles here and there, but I think overall it's been very clean. Good shots, good movement.
Yeah, and Madeline Tyndale for Rogers has made 3 fantastic saves in this quarter. They could be down by 10 easy.
Yep, and Coach right now is talking to her and just making sure she's keeping her head in the game there. And, she can't do it all by herself, but it sure seems like she's trying there with those last 3 big saves.
All right, quick break, halftime, and then quarters 3 and 4 coming up here on CCX. We are at the half here in Rogers, and the Wings lead the Royals 10-3. Girls Lacrosse, Northwest Suburban. Steve Thompson, Bruce Franz, and our great CCX crew on a lovely evening. Pleasure. Thanks so much for joining us. And Armstrong Cooper really dominated. As a matter of fact, they scored the only 4 goals in quarter number 2. And there's Storley getting to the front and going downstairs. Rogers answered back with 2 in a row. Good job there. Samantha Peterson. And then we get a goal from their leading scorer, Barnacle, to make it 2-1. And then really Armstrong Cooper took over. There's Anderson. Good move to the front.
Yeah, she is so strong and just moves the ball very well.
And then here's an opportunity for the Wings. Great move to the middle by Gergen. And you pointed out kind of the head fake, if you will. And then Anderson takes it away behind the net, powers her way to the front, beats the goaltender, Tyndale. And then what a shot. Poloni. She had a couple of goals. And of course, Rogers gets a goal late in the quarter for Olgren. And then right back at it, that was Storley again. And then right off the crossbar, Mike Gergen got completely robbed. But the pressure on. Here's Anderson again in traffic. And you pointed out her strength. I mean, she just isn't going to be denied in there.
No, she just fights through that.
And then a feed into the middle, and that kind of deflected in by Gergen. May have been an own goal, but Gergen was the closest to it. Gets credit for her second. And then good
nice
save
saves
there by Tyndale. She made 3 nice saves in that quarter. Here's Storley, good move to the middle. Another big save by Tyndale. And, she might be a little shell-shocked right now, but she made some good saves. And there's Anderson again. Just a terrific half for her. 4 goals for the senior to lead the way, and they're up 10-3.
Yeah, like you're saying, kind of using the head fake or a dodge, too. I don't know if it's proper to say that the girls' game is maybe a little more finesse since they can't lay someone down to the deck there and hit them, that you've got to use that speed or that stutter step or the head fake or whatever. And, boy, Armstrong sure got it going on right now.
So Armstrong Cooper in good shape. They lead at 10-3. They are 2-1 coming in. Rogers overall 2-2. Both are 2-1 in league play, so it is a big one early in the season. We'll have quarters 3 and 4 in a moment here on CCX. Underway, quarter number 3, and a big face-off win. O'Brien for Rogers goes in and scores. How huge is that for the Royals? Win that opening draw, Bruce, and go down and get a goal. They needed that.
That was huge, and it didn't even give us time to call that one. That's how important it was, too, for Rogers to come down there and just say, hey, we're not out of this game yet. We need to get a quick goal here.
Yeah, and that was Bridget O'Brien on her own. She just wasn't going to be denied. Nice play by O'Brien. That's her 6th of the year, and she just catches that one off the draw and just works her way down the field, goes around the defender, and goes upstairs.
Well, it just shows how important it is to win that draw. I mean, you're in control at that point. Use your speed.
There's O'Brien again. So she picks up that draw, sends it off to the right. Now Rogers sets up the attack, and this is exactly the start they needed.
Well, and I like that she didn't try and push that down really quick because the defenders were right on her, that she kind of pulled that back out, went around the other side there, slowed this down.
Thea Reinbold, head coach, has to be pleased. Probably drew that up at halftime. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to get a goal in 9 seconds. Maybe not so much, but a great start for Rogers. And they're right back to the attack here early in the quarter. They're still down by 6, but they gain a little momentum here. There's still plenty of time in this one. They get it into the middle and another goal. Terrific feed and a catch and a goal.
That's just what they
O'Brien
needed.
Again.
Yes, that's what they needed.
So 2 in a row for O'Brien. She's got a big smile, and why not? Look at this feed right into the middle. Terrific catch and shot. Assist to Olgren.
Olgren plays a good game. I like the way that she controls the ball. She saw that one coming, down the center there. That is huge to be able to see that. You cut that deficit. We're sitting at 10-5 now. That's huge momentum right now.
Yeah, and I would keep her right where she is, outside that face-off circle. That one's batted around and finally controlled by the wings. Mickelberg has it. Mickelberg had it knocked away, ball on the ground, and it's controlled by the wings. Well, they want to stem the tide. Mickelberg gets it back, wearing 17, and now they're going to set it up.
Well, and this would be time to actually slow it down a little bit. 2 quick goals like that, yeah, you can go in and try and score one quick, but if you miss it, then it's just giving it back to Rogers at that point. So we're going to do a little ISO, it looks like here.
Here's Poloni trying to run. She had a goal off this play in quarter number 1. She gets bumped into the middle, shot, and a big save there by Madeline Tyndale. 4th terrific save of the game. Wings get it right back into the middle, and that one skips by the goalie. And the Wings get one back.
The Wings fought for that one, that second chance there, with a great save first, but turned that ball over, and the Wings capitalized on that.
And then it's going to be Ashley Storley. And for Storley, her 3rd of the game. And well, there was a lot of traffic in front. Big save by Tyndale, but they get it to Storley, and she goes downstairs and gets her 3rd of the game.
No, that was a great shot by Storley there. And again, they felt they needed to answer back with the 2 quick goals from, the Royals here. Wings weren't going to let that sit. We need to show them that we're still in this game, too. We're not just going to lay back with a 5-goal lead.
She had 3 goals coming in, now has 6 on the year. Rogers right back at it. Moyer into the middle, gets bumped. She's inside that 8. No, turned it over. I don't know if she attempted a shot or what the situation was, but the Wings are going to get it back.
And she lost her eye protection on it, too. I guess I missed what the ref saw on that one.
Here come the Wings in quite a run. Look at Katie Poloni flying down the field, trying to get to the middle. She's going to get it at the 8.
Yep, ref didn't like the way that the defender had the cross up kind of in her face.
Now Tyndale, the goalie. Poloni, she has 2. 15 on the year. Steps in, gets a shot away, and a goal. And they get those 2 back.
Yeah, they answered that back pretty quick. Again, those free shots, so that's tough on the goalie. You know, Tyndale's been doing her job. It almost looked like they got Poloni's stick lifted up, but she just powered through that shot, too.
Yeah, and her run down the field was really something to see. I mean, you can see what a talent she is, you know, running at full speed and keeping the ball in the cross like that is not easy.
Well, and I think that's a key part of the girls' game, though, too, is to utilize that speed and that strength. And I think, you know, with the wings, both Poloni and Anderson do it very well.
That draw popped in the air. Ground ball. Rogers picks it up. Nice ground ball pickup there by Eliason. And they'll move it forward. 7-goal lead. Rogers came out, got 2 back.
Good get the ball deep, even though Armstrong was kind of pushing a little bit there at first.
And Rogers goes to work.
Ooh.
They get it in front. Boy, just a touch pass. And batted by the goalie by Peterson. That was pretty. Her second of the night.
Well, was that Olgren with the assist there again that she saw that?
Yeah, it was just one motion, batted it by. That was a beautiful play. You'll see it right here. It is Olgren with another assist, and that's just boom.
Yeah, she sees the field very well. Very impressive with that.
Once again, Peterson tied it up 1 minute in. She has her second of the night. Another assist there to Olgren. That was nice. And when you saw that there, that was in slow-mo. It was just bang, bang.
It was quick. All right. Rogers getting the ball. That's going to be big for them right now.
And moving it forward is Eliason. Gets it forward to Oberson. And we got another whistle. I think one of the changes we've seen over the years is not to stop and reset and slow it down. We're getting more flow into the game. And there's another one in front. What a pass. And the same deal. This one batted home again by Peterson. Right on the doorstep, and she doesn't fool around. I mean, it's there and gone.
No, they needed that one too, and that was really quick again. Nice.
That didn't take long. It's 27 seconds apart. And just in one motion catches that. The feed inside by Lauer. Yep. That's fun to watch.
That is good lacrosse there.
And a nice feed by Lauer. It's almost like in basketball, the alley-oop.
Yep.
You just kind of send it up toward the net and let someone finish. And that's what Peterson has done on 2 in a row. Now the Wings get it back. Their lead is down to 5. Still plenty of time. We get 20 minutes game time.
Yeah, we got a lot of game left here. And I like that they're fighting back, though.
Here's Anderson, 4 goals to lead all for the Wings. She likes to come around the net, spins to the front, gets free, and then tried to sling it by, but it goes wide. Wings are going to hang on. That was quite a move, though.
That was a slick little backhand, kind of low. Consider that kind of an offhand. Yeah, very nice.
That could have been a highlight of the week goal. Not quite. Poloni down the middle. And she is going to get another free position. Katie Poloni, one of the players we talked about before we got started. 13 goals, 3 assists coming in. Poloni goes in. That one skips wide. Wings pick it up on the fly. Get set up again in the attack, so inside the 12-meter fan. They've been able to get it set up and move it around in tight, no doubt.
Yeah, they try some tight passes there, and, you know, most of them have worked out pretty decent. Again, I don't think the coaches really like them trying to feed it too tight. They'd rather have them pull that back out and set something up, open up that alley a little bit more.
Emily Wojcik, head coach for Armstrong Cooper. Here come the Wings into the middle. There's a shot and a goal. And that was a good sprint from the left right into the middle. And Mickelberg has her third of the year, first of the night.
And you can see that one opened up really good in the center, and she saw that opportunity as it kind of slowed the pace down, and then as it started to clear out, just pick it up. So she comes around. Again, she went low on that one. Again, tough one to save. Get a nice little bounce on it.
And it is a 6-goal margin again.
Yeah,
Armstrong Cooper had the only 4 goals in the second quarter. But Rogers and Armstrong Cooper have been going toe-to-toe here in quarter number 3. That one popped into the air, coming to the near sideline. And it's grabbed on the fly by Rogers. Good job there by O'Brien. O'Brien really gave him a jump start with 2 goals early. Gets bumped. He's going to hang on to it. Good job by O'Brien.
Yeah, it was some little extra effort to make sure that she got there first before Armstrong did.
Bryan cutting toward the net, doesn't get the feed, now swings out of there. They get it out into the middle. Olgren down low, what a shot. She's a good player.
She was picking up the scraps on that one. It was, ball down on the ground, and she saw that one and put that home.
That is a pretty shot. It's just right along the ground. Looks like one of my golf shots. The old worm burner, but that was effective there.
Yeah,
Holgren, her second of the night.
They need a couple more of those here. Yeah, I like her play a game. She's had a great game so far, and she transitions the ball very well, too, up the field.
Wings get it back. They'll go to the attack quickly. Once again, 5-goal game. Goal line extended. That's Storley. Looking for a cutter. It's on the ground, loose. He's going to come up with it. Rogers can't get to that ground ball. That was Edison Allard with an opportunity. Another player goes down. That was Ballard. And Ballard's ultimately going to come up with it for the Royals. She gets it off to the right. They're going to move it forward. Olgren gives it up. Allard. And then she loses the handle, and it's stolen away by the Wings. That was Cole who took it away. And now the Wings move it forward. Another ground ball on a collision. They're certainly letting them play in the midfield area. And now it's Poloni. Poloni just a sophomore, and she plays like a senior.
Yes, she does.
She's definitely got that demeanor about her. And look out, Northwest Suburban. Katie Poloni's going to be around for a couple more seasons.
Yeah, and there's a little swagger going with that, too. She's got a lot of confidence. She controls the ball very well, sees the field good.
Speaking of seniors, here's Anderson with 4 goals. She hasn't touched it a lot here in the third. Gave it up to the cutter, gets it back. Anderson kind of likes to be down behind the net and move to the front. And now she'll get it further to the outside. Opportunity here for Doty. And now it's Poloni again. And we'll see if they run that play where they kind of clear him out. Is that a pick? Gets to the front. Gets a shot away and a goal. How about that?
And that was, a good pick. Not like it was perfect, you're standing still or anything, but you're creating a little bit of confusion there with the D. So the D is trying to figure out, am I switching, am I sliding over? And with Poloni and her speed and size, too, and the way she shoots, it's almost a given at that point.
By my count, her 4th of the game, and she had people right on her hip. That's pretty good defense there by Barnacle, but she still was able to get a clean shot away. That's impressive.
Crashing pretty hard on her there just before the shot.
Once again, the advantage 6 for the Wings. We got a ground ball. Poloni's going to pick it up and move it forward. They're right back at it. That's going to certainly be a free position at the 8 as the player goes down, and that's another player who's had a good game, sophomore Ashley Storley. Storley picked up her third goal earlier in the quarter. She's looking for 4. Here's an opportunity for her. Steps and shoots. Scores.
Yeah, she saw that far side open there. Got a nice quick shot on it and low.
Yeah, and that's just great downward angle on that one.
And you notice, too, she only took a step and a half, basically. She didn't run in too close. She realized that she could get the shot off at that point.
And do you like that strategy? I've always felt in watching lacrosse, and you've seen a lot more than I have over the years, that when you're at the 8 and you have that free position, a step and shoot is probably the most effective.
I do like that. I would agree with you totally, Steve, that that's your best option because the defenders are crashing in at an angle, and all they got to do is get the stick up and, barely hit the stick or divert the ball at that point. And if you've got a good quick shot, that's going in most cases.
And here is Storley at the X, and that gives it up to Anderson. She's always a threat to power her way out of there. I think we
got a hold there.
Yeah, right in front of the net. Poloni was trying to get that stick off me, and she's going to get it right in the middle. So that you don't want to see this.
No, and she was holding it loosely.
Whoa. Poloni.
She didn't take a step, but she ripped a shot. But Tyndale made a good save on that one.
Yeah,
good
terrific save. And she's had some good ones tonight. There's no doubt about it.
Yep.
Some terrific saves. 3 by my count in quarter number 2, a couple here in the third. And an emergency start, a regular goalie, Isabel Herman, not available for Rogers. She is out of town, but Tyndale stepped in and has made some good saves.
Yep.
Here's a run moving forward. This is Olgren. Olgren works her way up the field. Good player. Gets it down to the right of net, and she really moves the ball well.
She does.
Olgren gets it back, and she'll score.
Was that the give and go play?
Yeah.
Like you said, she does move the ball very well. She can control that. She's got the speed too. Just steady with it, and that's what you need. Get that ball deep in the zone.
And Olgren gives it up. And a nice feed by Lauer, and Lauer has moved it around tonight. She's had at least 3 assists in the game tonight.
Yeah.
And Olgren in traffic got it away and got it over the shoulder of the goaltender Ranshaw. But that was a nice play by Rogers.
Well, again, Rogers needs to keep pushing back here. Got a 6-goal deficit to make up. We've got a couple of minutes left here in the third.
Rogers has been involved in some wild games, a lot of double-digit scoring in their 4 games so far this year. And now the Wings go to work with the lead, up by 6, late quarter number 3. Northwest Suburban Girls Lacrosse. A lot of teams in the league, but a lot of good teams in this league.
Yeah, it is a big conference. But again, too, I think if you can be going up 3-1 in conference play, I think that's a good spot to be. We know it's early in the season. You're not at panic stage, but I think it's a big confidence builder, too, be at that 3-1.
Yeah, Elk River, Zimmerman, Andover, Centennial, Champlain Park, Maple Grove, among those top teams in the conference. Robbinsdale, Armstrong, Cooper, with a win here tonight, would certainly be in that conversation. There's a shot and another goal, and that's Katie Poloni. Boy, she lets it fly quickly.
She powered through that one, too. I think she had set right from the get-go. I'm taking a shot on this one. I don't care where the defender is.
Poloni's got 5 by my count. 1:06 to go in the quarter. And look at this. She just moves to her left and lets it go, and she gets a lot on that. And really in the girls' game, you can't wind up like you do in the boys' game. I mean, that was shoulder high and got a lot on it in a very quick release. That was impressed by Poloni. 5th of the night. And the Wings right back at it. They lead by 7 with a minute to go in the third. And she has quickly established herself. Now the leading scorer in the game. And now it's Skoog coming out of there. Sophie Skoog, Jr., has a goal on the year.
They're keeping that center open right at the moment.
Here's Poloni again.
Well, that was good D.
And now a ground ball coming out of there with it. Allard trying to get away from trouble. Nice clear to the middle of the field. Now a good run for Barnacle. We haven't heard from her. She gets it ahead too far for Olgren. On the ground, picked up, and the shot goes wide. And the Wings have done a good job on Barnacle.
Yeah, as you said, we haven't heard much, and hopefully she can step up here.
That one on the ground, near side. Rogers trying to pick it up. They try and swing it inside, but we're at the end of the third quarter. Well, a lot of scoring in this one. 25 goals so far with 1 quarter to go. And as Armstrong Cooper leading Rogers, 16-9. Quarter number 4 coming up here on CCX.
CCX Media is the first place you go for local news and sports. But did you know you can sign up for those stories to go straight to your inbox on our website? Simply go to ccxmedia.org. Click on the subscribe button, and from there choose which notifications you want to receive. Then we'll send your favorite CCX Media news, sports, and city events straight to your inbox. Sign up now at ccxmedia.org.
And we go to the fourth, and you see the Armstrong Cooper huddle and Emily Wojcik, head coach, second season at the helm, and a good team, and they're playing very well tonight. They certainly have a lot of scoring options.
Yes. And she's coaching them, I think, to be aggressive, too, not only on offense, but also on defense. They've put up some very good D, not giving the Royals the opportunities that they're hoping for.
And then on the flip side, you see the Rogers Royals and Taya Reinbold, head coach, in her third year leading the Rogers Royals. And her team has done some good things. They definitely pass the ball well. Now, granted, their regular goalie not available tonight, but Madeline Tyndale made some nice saves this one.
She's standing tall, and, you know, she can just keep her head in the game here. Know that she's got some defenders in front of her. Just pick up her game and try and help keep them within a reasonable distance here as they close out this fourth quarter.
Coming in for Rogers in 4 games, Lauren Barnacle, 12 goals, 4 assists. She did have a goal in the first quarter to give Rogers a 2-1 lead. Since then, give the Wings credit. They've taken her away.
Yeah. And again, she's on I think, a great pace this season to maybe have a personal high for goals. So, yeah, they have shut her down fairly well.
So we go to the fourth, 16-9 our score, and that was a wild third quarter. Don't see many quarters with that many goals, and both these teams have been in high-scoring affairs as we get ready for the opening draw. Rogers lost to Chisago Lakes 15-7, lost to Elk River Zimmerman 19-9, beat OPC 13-6, beat Spring Lake Park 14-7. So there have been a lot of goals in Rogers' games so far this year, and we switch sides here in the fourth, and the Wings go to the attack.
Well, again, it would be interesting to see if they're trying to really push really hard to put another one in, or if they're just going to slow this down. They know they've got a 7-goal lead at this point, but can't lay off the pedal either. Oh,
there's one stolen away, or almost stolen away. Allard stepped in front of it, couldn't pick it up, and then Scoot gets it back for the Wings. And now they're going to set it up, and over on that right side is Poloni. Poloni now has 5 goals tonight. Now it's Anderson. Anderson did not score in that third quarter. She has 4 tonight, and they're going to try and get Anderson involved. She's going to get to the front. That one blocked away by the goalie, Tyndale. Well, Anderson did what she wanted to, got to the front, but Tyndale made the save. Now Anderson pressuring. Also pressuring back there was Storley. Both have had really good games.
Yep.
And now that long clear out of there. And picked up on a hop by Strombeck. Strombeck begins her run along the far sideline.
They need to get this one down deep, settle in, get something set up.
10:30 to go in the fourth. Early start tonight, 6 o'clock. Typically we start at 7, but we went here at 6 tonight. So if you're just joining us, Armstrong Cooper playing well here on the road, trying to move to 3-1 on the year. 3-1 in conference play.
And again, both these teams are generally in the middle of the pack in Northwest Suburban, so
Barnacle.
There you go.
They got it to her, and she finally found some room. She's got goal number 2 on the night, and her 14th of the year, and she showed her speed there. She just hasn't had a lot of touches, Bruce.
Yeah, and I don't know. They're kind of just playing her a little tougher on D, but like you said, use that speed, and yeah, she answered, hey, I'm here. We're going to score.
She's just a junior, but just kind of worked her way through traffic and then went over the shoulder of Ranshaw and was in tight, and she's got a good shot. You'll see it here.
Yeah, and she didn't slow down at all. She was going to freight train through that one.
And I think that's a terrific move by Rogers. Get her involved, get her going. There's still a lot of lacrosse to be played this year, and they had held her down in quarters number 2 and 3, and the Wings get it back, and they'll move it forward. Handcuffed over there a little bit was Poloni, fighting for the ground ball, and it's going to be picked up by the Royals and Moyer. Moyer right back into the middle, and now it's finally grabbed by O'Brien.
Well, just look at the pressure that the Wings are putting on. They're forcing Rogers to work for it to get it downfield.
That one batted away. Poloni in the middle of that. Now it's Moyer again. Moyer right back into the middle. Here's a good run, and she got hammered well inside the 8. And Mackenzie Moyer is going to get a free position. 5 goals, 1 assist coming into the game tonight. And I don't think Moyer scored until now.
Yeah, there was something with the transition there that the Wings were going to get the ball, and then was that Moyer that kind of fought back and
yeah, and actually Peterson getting the goal there, but yeah, so it goes to the Wings, and then you see the deflection picked up by Peterson, and then Peterson beats the goalie Ranshaw, so a turnover by the Wings. I don't know what transpired. I thought for sure we were going to see a free position.
Yeah. Well, and that one went just inside the bar. You can see how it kind of bounced weirdly, but that was inside. Here's a big break for the Royals. Get possession on the draw.
16-11. And Rogers coming right back. 5-goal game. They get it to Olgren. Olgren into the middle. She scores. And that's a quick 3.
Wow. This is kind of fun. Ken Olgren sees the field, works the field very well.
Olgren's third of the half.
Yeah, she just worked around the defenders to the center and put it kind of low left side. Went kind of cross back behind her.
And now it's a 4-goal game.
Wow.
It was 16-9 after 3. 3 quick, and that is the 4th for Olgren. 3 in this half. She had one right at the end of the quarter. Wings get the draw. And now let's see if they can answer and get a little more. I mean, they're still up by 4, but the momentum clearly with Rogers.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's Anderson. It's been held scoreless here in the half. That is Storley. Storley, good spin move to the front, and that one's going to trickle over the line. Oh, Tyndale got a piece of it, but Storley's going to get another goal.
Yeah, that's a tough break for Tyndale. She did, like you said, get a piece of that one, but it did trickle through.
Good spin move to the front, got it, and then just enough to carry over. And now we've got our first time out with 8:24 to go. 17-12. Storley, her 5th. She joins Poloni in the 5-goal club tonight. But That was a terrific spin. Not a lot the defender Ballard could do there.
No, that's tough, and that's what I was going to comment on. The spin move was just gorgeous to open that up and get that shot.
There you see that Rogers huddle. Well, they came out with quite a burst, 3 quick goals, but then the Wings get the draw, and then they answer, and you just can't stress them enough on what a momentum changer that draw can be in the middle of the field.
It is, yeah. Control, possession time, guard that possession is huge. That's one thing that Rogers is really going to have to work on now. We got 8 minutes and 24 seconds left. Not that we're panic mode yet, but it is showing Armstrong that, hey, we can control the ball, we can work it around deep, and hopefully get a good playoff on this next possession. So
far this year for Robbinsdale, Armstrong, Cooper, 2-1. They opened with a 15-10 win over Blaine. They beat Totino Grace and Anthony 10-9. They dropped one 19-4 to Maple Grove at home 1 week ago tonight, but now they're back at it here in their 4th game of the year. Once again, a good league, this Northwest Suburban Conference. Well, you look at the athletic talent at Andover. Champlain Park's got a very good team, elite scoring, a state tournament team a year ago. We know how good Maple Grove is in just about every sport.
Yeah, I can't say enough about the Northwest Suburban, too, and just how tight the conference can be. And like you said, there's a lot of teams in it, too. In a typical season like this, you don't get to see every team, so, next year's schedule is going to be slightly different than this one. But, you got to stay up on par to stay within this league.
Rogers gets it back, and here's O'Brien. She had those 2 goals right out of the gate in quarter number 3. She begins her run. It's going to go down to the Yags position. She's got terrific speed. Ooh. Gets it into the middle. Good feed and a goal. Nice play. And that's Willenbring. Lauren Willenbring gets a goal.
That was a good position there by Willenbring. Senior attack. Just seeing that the D was going to kind of give up position a little bit. Very nice position. That off-ball movement is key.
Willenbring gets her first of the season, and that assist set up by Bridget O'Brien, who's had a really nice half. I mean, her run down to the X position really set it up, and Willenbring caught it, let it go, and gets the goal. They've outscored Armstrong Cooper 4-1 here in the quarter. 4-goal game, 8 minutes to go. Rogers doesn't have any time to waste. They move it forward. That was Moyer. And here's Holgren, who's had a great game. Holgren into the middle, trying to draw a foul inside that 8-meter line. Doesn't get it. Rogers sets it up on the outside. Barnacle right back into the middle. I'd like to get it to Barnacle or Holgren, you'd think.
Look at this.
Barnacle, the catch off the stick. Had it for a moment. The Wings pick it up and are going to come out of there with Sophie Skoog. Skoog picks up the ground ball in a huge spot, Bruce.
Yep. And that was a nice play, too, if that one would have worked for Rogers. But, again, ball possession right now is going to be key.
Yeah, and it just went off the stick of Barnacle.
Yeah.
And you know what she wanted to do. It was just to catch and shoot. And now it's Strombeck. Strombeck gets it ahead to Olgren. Olgren, a little room in the middle. Turn to the outside. Moyer looks into the middle. Can't do much with it. Now it's Olgren again. The catch. Ball on the ground. Good dodge into the middle. Had it knocked away, and she's going to get her free position.
Yep. That was almost like that other goal, kind of a little give and go where Olgren went to the center with it again.
Just as Olgren coming in, 7 goals, 1 assist. 4 on the board here tonight. Could cut the margin to 3. We'll see if she takes a step and shoot, or if she gives it up. She's going to power her way in. Off the side of the net. Off the side of the net. That would have been huge for Rogers.
It was. They got a break on that one. They kept possession on it here on the missed shot. So
that's Strombeck back there. They had a player deep.
I think the key is here, don't force something that's not going to work. If they can close this game up within 3.
Good spin move. That shot goes wide. Letting it fly was O'Brien.
Well, and Rogers is covering the ball really good on that shot going through the end line, so that's going to be key to keeping possession.
This is Olgren again. Olgren back there in that playmaking spot, gets it into the middle. That's knocked away, and it's picked up there by Willenbring, who scored the goal a moment ago. And now it's Barnacle. Barnacle gets it down low, knocked away from Moyer, but it's grabbed there by O'Brien. O'Brien turned away, cutter in the middle, ground ball grabbed by the goalie Ranshaw. Ranshaw in a good spot, then just clears it out of there to the middle of the field, picked up on a hop. Here comes the Wings up by 4, closing in on 5 to go in the game. Good run by Anderson.
Yeah, that was a big outlet pass there. I think just to get it out, get it down the field quick. Don't give Rogers an opportunity to kind of force a turnover at that point.
Here's Storley. Storley has 5. Poloni has 5. She spins, double team comes. Good defense there by Rogers. And now they're in a spot down by 4 where they got to gamble a little bit, Bruce.
Yep.
Poloni gets it inside, spinning, shooting, saved by Tyndale, I believe. Man, got a stick on it. Storley grabs it.
Yeah, she got a little bit of a stick on that one. And again, as you're saying, Steve, that time is on Armstrong's side at this point. Unless Rogers can kind of start pushing a little bit. I'm not saying necessarily going double team, but we got to first, kind of force a turnover at this point.
Is this a position where you feel like the game could use the shot clock?
You know what? I've thought about that. I would support that. And I think back to the early days of the game, you could just kill time like you wouldn't believe. Well, that's not a game at that point.
Yeah.
Same thing with basketball.
Yeah, and I was thrilled the way it worked out in year 1 when boys and girls hoops went to the shot clock. And I'm just wondering in lacrosse at some point, would there be a benefit if you've got to attempt a shot, in these situations, because you get a cushion and it's kind of like you can go to the 4 corners and there's Anderson and a foul Moyer.
And you got to do that.
And there's that shot. And that's post off goalie and out. That was taken by Josie Doty. And Tyndale part of the save.
Yep. So now, as you were talking about the time there, I mean, Armstrong just wiped off a minute plus on the clock without attempting a shot. And again, unless you can kind of pop out and you're going to pressure them, you can sit pretty comfortable back behind the net at the X.
There's Anderson. Anderson back there with Storley. Anderson sends it out to the right. Caught there by Doty, put on the ground, grabbed by her. Now they get it back to Anderson. It's clear who they want to hang on to this thing back there. Get it in the hands of the senior. And now they work it to the outside. And Katie Poloni, their leading scorer. She has 18 on the year, 5 tonight. They get it into the middle, wide open, and a goal. Good feed into the middle. And Mickelberg was wide open in the middle.
And that was a nice play. I mean, again, you slow that game down. Maybe you get a little lax on the D, hang on that one side, and next thing you know, she's wide open. And, that's a high-quality shot at that point, being that close.
Yeah, Poloni's going to get an assist on that when the stats come out tomorrow. 5-goal game, 2:55 to go, and that's probably going to do it.
I think so. It's like we were talking, without a shot clock, it's really possession is key at this point. Rogers, if they can win a draw here, get down fairly quick and get something in the net, turn a little bit of momentum.
And out there to take that draw for them, Lauren Barnacle. And now they move it ahead quickly. And they get into the attack mode. And they don't have a long time to set it up. They're going to have to gamble a little bit. O'Brien tries to get to the middle. Turned away on a good double team.
Armstrong's not just giving it to him either. They're going to put a little pressure on him. Nice ride there.
Yeah, Barnacle tried to get around the corner and got shoved. And that's going to be at the 12. That'll be out there on the edge. So she's not going to get, a free look at it. We'll see what Barnacle does here. Gives it up to the cutter and a beautiful feed and a goal for Peterson.
Yeah.
Another catch and shoot. They've done a good job on that tonight.
That was a good play. Being out at the 12-meter, you're not going to get a good quality shot. And again, if Peterson gets in there, that's perfect. You can't ask for anything better than that.
Second of the quarter for Peterson. 4-goal game, 2:09 to go. For Peterson, her 5th tonight to lead the Royals. And of course, 2 5-goal scorers for Armstrong, Cooper, and Poloni and Storley. 4 for Anderson.
Well, I think that's a good goal for Peterson there. She had a good year last year. A little quiet the first couple games here. Good confidence builder for her moving forward into the season.
Rogers plays Monday at Totino Gray, St. Anthony. That'll be over in Fridley. And Rogers, next game coming up Friday, St. Michael Albertville here, or at Armstrong. That's picked up by Olgren. Under 2 to go in the game. They work it ahead. Ground ball. And that's picked up over there by Peterson, the 5-goal scorer for the Royals. They're on the attack down to our right. Here's Olgren. He's played well tonight. Olgren moves into the middle, tries to split a double team, put it on the ground. Got bumped over there by Derjay, senior defender.
Yeah, she'll be at the 8-meter here. Could be a good opportunity for him to get another one on the board.
Olgren out there on the 8 on the left. Well, the goalie is Ranshaw. She'll step right in. That one off the post. Ricochets out of there. And it's grabbed by the Royals. They'll send it around to the perimeter. Coming up on 1 to go. They're down by 4. They run inside, and that's O'Brien. And O'Brien's going to get a free position on the 8. They stop the clock with 1:10 to go. O'Brien had those 2 goals right out of the gate in the 3rd. Kind of a wake-up call for Armstrong Cooper.
Yep.
She'll shoot. There's a save by Ranshaw. Her best save of the night.
When you saw Renshaw on that one, was kind of to the post, but kind of left a leg open there to the center.
Good run here, numbers, and that just goes right by Poloni. Poloni's still going to run it down, can't control, and it goes out of bounds. Poloni can't believe it. Look at this save.
So she wasn't going to give that far side on that. Quite often the goalies like to hug that post. Well, you got a lot of open net there, and I think she did a great job kind of closing that down.
The seconds remaining, Armstrong Cooper by 4, and it's picked up by O'Brien. She's got speed. She carries to midfield. She's getting bumped, getting hassled, puts it on the ground. Surprised there wasn't a call there.
Yeah, it was a little, as we say in the racing world, rubbing some paint.
Moyer. Now it's Barnacle trying to get it. Under 10 to go in the game. Armstrong Cooper's going to go to 3-1. Rogers is going to fall to 2-3. Ground ball picked up by Barnacle, and that's it. Armstrong Cooper led it after 1, led it at the half, and they get it to the finish line tonight with an 18-14 victory. It was a wild one tonight, Bruce.
Did you think we'd see 32 goals tonight?
I did not. I know both of these teams have been able to score this year, but I didn't expect this. And we got off to a quick start here. 5 goals in the first 4 minutes kind of told the story. And there's one of the heroes for Armstrong Cooper, Katie Poloni, 5 goals. 5 goals tonight for Ashley Storley, 4 for Brielle Anderson. They got a lot of scoring options.
Yeah, and in an entertaining game, too, even though Armstrong was up most of the game, it seemed like, Rogers was fighting back, coming back. They weren't giving up, and that makes for a very entertaining game.
Yeah, they battled back. Big thanks to our crew. Big thanks to our hosts here in Rogers. They have beautiful facilities up here in Rogers. Great football stadium, great setting for this lacrosse, boys and girls lacrosse here at the Rogers Stadium. And big thanks to our great crew from CCX. And, of course, Bruce Franz, good to work with you.
Thank you.
A lot of fun.
I enjoyed it. Thanks.
I am Steve Thompson. Girls lacrosse tonight. Armstrong Cooper beats Rogers 18-14. Have a good evening.